Hey everyone, it's Stephanie from Studio 23 Arts. I'm going to talk a little bit about how I keep the bubbles out of my resin. I know there's lots of different ways that you can do that and lots of tips out there. I'm just going to show you what I do. So first off, I use a rechargeable mixer. One, it's a lot easier on the wrists and arms. One way to reduce the bubbles is mixing on a lower setting. The faster you mix, the more bubbles you're going to get. And then the second thing is actually how you're mixing it in the cup. If you are moving it in a circle, it actually is going to create more bubbles. So what I do is I just hold it up against the edge of the cup and I go slowly in and up and down motion, just moving around the cup. Every once in a while, I'll just move it in a circle along the bottom of the cup there, just to make sure that I'm getting any resin that's sticking to the edges, making sure that it's thoroughly mixed. The length of time that you want to mix, of course, is going to vary depending on the type of resin you're using. So, of course, you're going to go by whatever directions you have. For cleaning the mixer, I use paper towel. I usually just wipe it off with a dry paper towel first, and then I spray it with straight acetone, and then after spraying it with the acetone, I'll wipe it again a couple of times with the paper towel, and that usually keeps it really clean. I've never had any problems. It comes with 3 blades, and I'm still on the first blade and haven't had to change the blade out at all. So I'll bring you down in on the cup here and show you the difference. This is shortly after mixing it. Definitely still some micro bubbles, but a lot less than when you're mixing by hand in a circle. So the other thing I like to do is when I've mixed it up, I usually give it a few sprays of isopropyl alcohol so that as the bubbles rise, they will dissolve. And then if I'm going to be using different colors, I'll pour it right away into the smaller cups because essentially the bubbles have to rise. And so if you separate it into the smaller containers, the bubbles don't have as far to rise. And that's going to clear up of those bubbles a lot faster than having to rise in a larger cup. So I'll separate it into the containers that I'm going to mix the colors in. Sometimes I'll give them a little spritz of the isopropyl alcohol as well. Usually wait another 5 minutes and then I'll start mixing up my colors. And I usually have no problem. Everything comes out beautiful and crystal clear. And my products come out gorgeous. I rarely have a bubble. And just simple with that. I don't have to do anything more. When I do pour, I do spritz the isopropyl alcohol on as well. So I hope these tips help you out, and happy pouring. Thanks for watching.